I ate. Okay.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Unbelievable.
Nini.
No, what's going on?
Wait, Bernie. Hope his allergies are better.
We made it. I hope you realize we made it 7:15 and not 7 o'clock. I mean 7, not 7:15.
Did you make a change? I don't know. I don't see any change.
Nope. Unbelievable. No, I was reading this thing on on Fox about this guy. He killed this woman.
Yeah.
He killed this woman. Went to the house, got to the house, just killed her.
Yeah.
Took the credit card and went for the shopping spree. Okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this guy, he had 39 arrests and 25 felony charges. Okay, yet he only spent 600 days in jail over the past decade.
Wow. Where was this? What city?
This is it was in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, black guy, white guy?
Black guy. What do you think? 9 out of 10, they're black.
Yeah.
Anything happens. Like, you ever see those videos of all these conflicts or fights on cruises?
Always blacks.
Always blacks.
Oh, at
Missing
Disneyland.
one white one, huh?
Yeah. Oh, Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They go
always
wild.
black.
Wild.
They're
the
nuts.
women. The women.
They're animals. The mama's chayas.
The women go.
Yeah. They're all fat schlubs,
Yeah.
in shorts.
Yeah. All the blubber shaking.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. See, you should have picked your own cotton.
Should pick my own cotton, yeah. That was that was mistake number one, bringing
Yeah.
them here.
Hi, Ernie.
Hi.
And Europe did all that already too, and look where they're at.
Europe are just idiots. They brought all those Muslims in.
Yeah.
Finished.
They're done. They're finished. They're done.
Oh, yeah. It's only going one way.
Listen, we're going that direction too. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
See, 10 years, 15 years from now, not a good place to be.
Yeah. Israel has to be tough on this thing. Oh my God. Can't be pushed around.
No.
All right.
Okay, we're on Chaf Beis 22.
Well, no, we are at the bottom of 21 of.
Okay, 21 on
Did you finish at the bottom? You didn't finish yet at the bottom.
Okay.
Chof Aleph at the bottom, no?
Chof Aleph on the base. Guf Am Rav Yosef Rav Chanina Kol Kir Shem Bo Kedei Lekadesh Har Kohanim Mimenu. The kir has to have at least enough water to wash 4 kohanim. Shenemav Rachatzu Mimenu Moshe v'Aaron Uvanav. Moshe, Aaron, Elazar, Itamar, 4 people. Meisvei. Kol hakelim mekachim. You can use any kli. Bein sheyesh ben revius. Bein shein ben revius. So even if it doesn't have a revius, ulvachu klei shari. So you don't need a certain volume. Amar vada baracha b'kodech b'toichoi. Like if you make a hole in the wall of a cure, and you insert in there a small kli, and you fill up water from there. So then, even if that kli has even less than revius, you can use it, because the kir started off with enough for 4 kohanim. You have to wash it directly from the kir, not from another kli. It says yirchotzu l'rabbis kli sharis. Any kli sharis can be used. Ihachi b'kli chol nami. Why can't you use a regular kli? Rabaya. That's not Avahamina. Mikal v'chomer. Mikano. The kano was the base for the kir. Uma kano nimshach imo. You anointed it with shemen hamishcha, and it was niskadish as a kli shoris. Yet, eino mekadesh. You don't wash your hands from the kano kli chol. Sheino nimshach imo. A regular kli that was not nimshach eino din sheino mekadesh. Kano minalan. How do you know that the base we didn't wash there? The Tanya Rabbi Yehuda Omer. Yachol yeh kano mekadesh. I would think the kano could do the same thing as the kir. Talmud Omer vasita kir nechoshes, v'chano nechoshes. The nechoshes he kashtiv. Just the fact that it has to be made out of copper, but v'lo l'dover acher. You can't wash from it. Arnei mazutra beit Rav Meri l'Ravina. How can you make any proof from the kano? Ma l'kano she'ein asui b'tocha. There's no inside to the kano. It's a base that you put the kiyur on. A regular kli, even though it's a chol, has an inside. Ella, when it says v'rachatzumi menu l'mu'ute kli chol, it's a miut to exclude a kli chol. Yachi kli sharis nami. Maybe it should exclude a kli sharis. So the Gemara says, "Harabi Rachmana Yirchatzu," but the Yirchatzu came to include it. Well, Umara Isa, why do you include a kli sharis and exclude a kli chol? Zeh a kli sharis ton mashicha kamo needs anointing with the shemen hamishcha like the kior. V'zeh ain't ton mashicha kamo. So regular kli chol does not require anointing with shemen hamishcha. Amreish Lakish. Kol hamashlu mei mikvah. Let's say you have another fluid other than water, and you have a mikvah needs 40 saw. So you have 39 of water and 1 of this other fluid. Mashlim lemek kior. Whatever fluid is mashlim in a mikvah can be mashlim to a kior to get to the volume that you need. But the revius, you have to do netilas yadayim with the revius, eino mashlim. The kli that is mashlim l'mei mikvah is not mashlim to netilas yadayim. The mute mai. What are you being mashlim to a mikvah that you cannot be mashlim to a netilas yadayim cup? Ileim l'mu'ute titan niduk. This is some kind of like cement, but it's very dilute, so you could pour it. So hechidami, if a cow can drink from it, so it's like water. So afilu revius nami, it should be able to mashlim in a netilas yadayim cup. If the par can't drink from it, afilu mikvanami in mashlim. El mute avchush nadumim, red like gnats. They used to think that these things grew in water. Like spontaneously. They're nivra min hamayim. Afilu beinayu nami. You can add them to a mikvah. The Hatanya, Rabbi Shimon Gamliel Oimer, kol shetchilas priyasu min hamayim. If something was created in the water, matbilin bo, then you can do tefillah in that. If you had a whale and you had an eye of a whale, was big enough and it was fluid, you could be toivel in that. So Amrav Papa Lemute Nosan saw, you put in a mikvah a gallon of apple juice, v'natal saw, and you removed a gallon of the regular water. And you did this enough times until the apple juice was the majority. Mikvah sheyesh barboim saw mechuvanos. If you have exactly 40 saw, Nosan saw, you put a saw of apple juice, the natal saw. You took and you removed a saw. Hareza kosher. That which you put in was mizbatel. But V'amir Bar Shulam Rav Aser Rav Yechnan ad ruba until 21 times, because once you have 21 times, the majority is going to be apple juice. Now, but a revius maim of netilas yadayim is not mevatel apple juice. You wouldn't be able to do netilas yadayim with any amount of apple juice. Amra Papa im kodach bo. If you made a hole in the wall of a mikvah, revius matbilim bo, you could, and little water flowed in there. You could be toivel mechatin v'tzinor, little needles, forks. Hoyel bechsherish shel mikvah asya, because it's coming from a kosher mikvah. Armav Yom Rish Lakish. May mikvah ksher lemei kior. A watered mikvah is kosher for the kior. So lemeimra lo mayim chayim ninu. You tell me that the kior did not have like spring water? Batanya. B'mayim v'lo b'yayin. You have to use water, not wine. B'mayim v'lo b'yayin mazuk, not diluted wine. B'mayim l'rabba sharmayim. Not spring water. Kavachomer l'mei kior. And it's kavachomer to make kior. My kavachomer l'mei kior. Lav mayim chayim ninu. That the mekior had to have mayim chay. Lo. It's a different kavachomer. That the kodesh, that the water of the kior was used to get the kohanim ready to do the avoda. The kedishim ayasahi, the fact that it's kemiskadesh. What kind of elevation is Vatana Reb Shmuel Mayim she'ein lahem shem levoy? You can't have like a descriptive word to the water. Yatsu mekino she'esh lahem shem. Mekir has like a descriptive name, so it should be excluded. Elalav. We're talking about water sheru'in lemekir. Alma ma'im chayim ninu, meaning you have to use spring water. So it's a machlokes tanoi. You have to use spring water. You could use any water. Okay, Rachav Beis Omed Beis Abe, near the top. Orel, if an uncircumcised Kohen does the avoda, he's pasul the avoda. Minol. Arnav Chizah Dover Zermitros Moshe Rabbeinu Lulamadnu. It's not in the Torah. Medivrei Yechezkel ben Buzi Lamanu. Perak Yechezkel Mem Dalet Kol Benei Chai Orel Leiv v'Orel Boser Lo Yovel Migdashi. Okay, they can't come in. Minol on the Machli Avoda. D'chsiv Baviachem Bnei Nechar Arelei Leiv v'Arelei Boser Lios B'Migdashi Lechalel Es Beso. Torah Rabban Ben Nechar, somebody who converted to Christianity. Yachol Ben Nechar Mamish. You mean a goy? Tamalor Arel Leiv. He's not a goy. He is a wayward Kohen. He has upset HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He's Meshumad. Vainly al Arel Leiv. That's somebody whose heart has been circumcised. Orel Basar, somebody who's still has his foreskin minayin that he passes. Talmud Lamav Orel Basar. Utzrich, I need both limud. Because Rachman Orel Basar, if you talk about an uncircumcised Kohen, Mishum Demois. He has an or that's disgusting. Aval Orel Leiv, the lo mois, his body is okay, maybe Ema that he would not possibly avoid. Yashmin on Arelev, because Mishum de Ein Libo L'Shamayim. His thoughts are to a different deity. Aval Orel Basar Shalibo L'Shamayim, but an Orel Basar who has the right kavana, maybe low he would not possible. Tzrichi, so we have to be told both halachas. Tamei pasul. So Tamei can pasul the avodah. Amr ziknei doram lo yishon al Tamei sheretz. Not Tumas Meis, Tumas Sheretz. Aval Tumas Meis, mitoch shemaratze b'tzibur. If the 50% of Klal Yisrael were Tamei, the Kohanim can bring Korban Tzibur even in a state of Tumah. So Maratze Nami b'Yochid. So a Tamei Meis will not be Mechalal the Avoda, only a Tamei Sheretz. B'Yochid. Yochid Tamei Sheretz Nami Lesi. Well, maybe a Tamei Sheretz also should be okay. And we should, maybe a Tamei Sheretz, we could be doicha if it's a tzibur. So we say no, but kavachomer mitamei meis. Ma tamei meis. Tamei meis is a 7-day tumah. The tonazah shlishi ushvi. You need to be sprinkled with parduma, ashes 3rd and 7th day. Meratze tamei sheretz, which is much easier. She'ena tonazah shlishi ushvi. He just goes to the mikveh and has erev shemesh. Eno din shemeratze. Mikava choimer. Maybe a tumah sheretz should be meratze. Ksavri ziknei doram. We learn on mechaprin kimiskapri. The Kohanim who do the kapora have to be like the ones who are getting kapora, the Jews. Ma miskaprin the tzibur. Is Tamei Meis in? Tamei Sheretz lo. There is no heter for any other tumah except Tamei Meis. Af mechaprin Tamei Meis in. Tamei Meis Kohen can be makar of the korbanos if the tzibur is Tamei Sheretz lo. Now, Mike Savri, what did the Ziknei Dorim hold? Ik Savri, Ein Shachtin, the Zorkin, Al Tamei Sheretz. Let's say it's the 14th of Nisan. The Tamei Sheretz is going to be able to eat the kochim at night once he has Erev Shemesh. Right now, he's just as a Tful Yom. So, are you allowed to do the Shechita and the Zrika for somebody who's Tamei Sheretz, even though he'll be able to eat? So, they hold you can't. So the question is, Amai lo avdi tzibur b'tumah. Why don't they do it b'tumah? Ha kol shebiyachid nidche. If the individuals push to Pesach Sheni, tzibur avdi b'tumah. So if you're not shoichet the zarek for him and he's pushed to Pesach Sheni, if the tzibur was all Tamei Sheretz, it should also be brought. So elek savri shoichet in the zorkin Tamei Sheretz. If an individual is Tamei Sheretz and he went to the mikveh, so it's full yom, and he's going to be able to eat the Korban Pesach at night, we do the shechit and the zrika for him. He's not pushed to Pesach Sheni. And therefore the tzibur does not do it if they're in a state of tumah by Sheretz. Amar Ula Tokalahu Reish Lakish Lidrumoy. Reish Lakish yelled at these southern people. V'chiezu koch merube koch mechaprim or koch miskaprim. Who's a greater power to push away the tumah, the Kohanim or the people? Hevi Omer, Koch Miskaprin, the Jews. Because you can shecht the Korban Pesach for a Yochid, Tamei Sheretz, but a Kohen Tamei Sheretz cannot do the Avoda. So, and say, Uma b'mokum shenitmu bailim, b'sheretz. If a Jew is Tamei Sheretz, Mishalchin Korbanosem, he can send his Korbanos with a Shaliach. Yet, Kohen Shenitma B'Sheretz Eino Meratze. But a Kohen who has Tamei Sheretz cannot do the Avoda, Mokum Shenitma U'Bailim B'Meis. If the owner was Tamei Meis, where Ein Mishalchin Korbanosem, they don't send a Shaliach, they go to Pesach Sheni. So Kohen Shenitma B'Meis Eino Din Shein Meratze, certainly it should not be Meratze. So So, which goes against our Mishnah, that a Kohen Tomei Meis is Meratzeh. So, Ksavri Zikne Doram, Tomei Meis, not even Mishalech Korban Osav. A Tomei Meis, just like a Tomei Sheretz, can send his Korbanos with a Shaliach, even though he can't eat it. Freit Gemara, Vaksiv Ish Ki Tamei Vasa Pesach Chodesh Hasheni. When is Pesach Sheni used? He can't send the Pesach Rishon with a Shaliach. Fine, the mitzvah lechatchila should wait until Pesach Sheni. But if b'diavad he sent his korban Pesach with Shaliach, it's okay. He doesn't have to bring a Pesach Sheni. That's halacha. Tomei sheretz utmeim kayotz b'vcheno ara meshachin es korban sem makrim avoyram. Chutz ma Pesach Sheni shachnos sol tomei sheretz. Misha tomei meis ein makriv navor korban ad shiyitar. Tomei meis has to have complete tahara. Okay. Sefer Daniya will be at 8:00. Tomorrow,
What, 4 o'clock?
no, I have tomorrow is 3. Are you done? I can learn at 3:30. I can learn at 3:30.
That could work for me.
That's fine.
I'm giving a shiur at Young Israel Hancock Park before Ma'ariv. So I was davening with the shul. So I have to do it at 3:30.
Okay. It works. Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll talk about it during Yom Tov tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Yom Tov will do it on somebody's sukkah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Have a good Yom Tov, babe.
Good Yom Tov.